Y'all ever think about, how we can't repaint the sky until the arguments between the Velnians and the Drovians have been resolved? Or ever since, the rain learned patience, trees have been whispering recipes for invisible children who, upon learning this, crying. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is, Cyrene is back.
Yet this time, will an epic with endless cycles.
Is it you?
Turn a new page.
Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Romantic story. Interesting. Before we continue, let's address that sentence. Gather round, kids, gather around the campfire as I turn into an English teacher for but a moment. Brother DW, I'll henceforth be known as, is here to inseminate knowledge via dissemination. In the days of old, a romantic story isn't what it is today. In contemporary times, a romantic story is about the 3 B's, my friends. Big booty, beautiful men and women. Back in the day, however, a romantic story was simply a tale filled with adventure, heroism, and chivalry, hence the name chivalric romance. Think the tales of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, for instance. Probably the most famous romantic story of old. So within the context Cyrene used the word romantic, chivalric romance is most likely what she meant, given the story of amphoreus is quite literally about 12 heroes saving the world. So by saying this cycle is going to be a romantic story like none of the others that came before, she's not saying there's, gonna be some fucking, but, rather, the hero's journey is going to get a fresh new coating this run. Or maybe I'm wrong, and, we're all getting sexed up next patch. Who knows? In any case, how exactly is Cyrene back? The same Cyrene that Phainon himself, or whatever the fuck this nigga's name is, claimed he saw die right before his very eyes to the Flame Reaver.
Yes. I saw it all. Mydeis Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin, lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene.
Could it be he's lying? He did look rather unsurprised at seeing his childhood friend supposedly resurrected from the dead, but he also had no reaction upon learning the trickery titan Zagreus still lived mere minutes before this reunion with Cyrene.
And allow me, the great Zagreus, to survive! Hey, Rat, you... still no reaction from you? Yeah, dang it. You're no fun at all. I'm sorely disappointed.
So odds are he's just a bit numb to everything right now, given he's about to activate the miracle of Genesis. So we shouldn't read too much into this. Plus, Mem also had the same memory of Cyrene dying. But if Phainon wasn't lying and Cyrene did really die all those years ago, then how could it be she's possibly back from the dead? I have no knick-knack, paddywhack fucking idea! I read the text, I went back and watched every scene with Cyrene in it, I read the Saga of Heroes, character story, nothing mentions Cyrene. Nothing mentions a process by which people can be reborn on amphoreus. This bitch is Houdini! Either that or she's our Lord, who art thou in heaven, Jesus Christ! I have no idea, genuinely, I'm not gonna bullshit nothing. I got not a single thought. Y'all see the word theory in the title? Because I sure as fuck don't. The only thing I can do now is, throw out some terms independent of one another and imply an association and see what you guys think. All right, you ready? Cyrene and Lygus. Cyrene and the Flame Reaver. Cyrene and Mem. Cyrene and March 7th. Of all these implications, the Lygus one seems the most straightforward. It's tough to say if Lygus was expecting Cyrene because it genuinely seemed like he was at the Vortex merely to watch Phainon bring in a new world, but then changed his tone upon seeing Cyrene, wondering if she will herald change to this endless cycle. Plus, Lygus being involved with Cyrene's return doesn't really make sense given he's the Theoros, an observer, and while he could very well be the operator of this Emperor's Scepter, Lygus seems more the type to let man play in the sandbox rather than interfere himself. All he's been trying to do personally is get outsiders to stop fucking with the sandbox, but if not him, then who? The Flame Reaver's connection to Cyrene is interesting because, well, the Flame Reaver killed the bitch. We know as much, but why? Why did the Flame Reaver kill her? Why did he attack Idis Elysiae if his sole focus is that of the core flames? There wasn't a core flame in Idis Elysiae, and if he was simply raising the village as a part of the Black Tide, then why is Idis Elysiae the only known place for the Flame Reaver to have struck? No one except Phainon knew who the Flame Reaver was until recently. It's simply as if the Flame Reaver showed up one day, attacked Idis Elysiae, left, then came back years later to grab the core flames, but if that's the case, then why? Why Idis Elysiae specifically, and why in such an odd manner? What do I mean? The Flame Reaver is without a doubt the most powerful warrior on Amphoreus. None can match him by themselves. All anyone can do is stall and hope to drive him away, and even then, it takes multiple demigods to do that. And now tell me, can you name a demigod that existed in Idis Elysiae? You can't, because none did, and if that's the case, then whatever the Flame Reaver was after in Idis Elysiae, he most likely accomplished given there was no one there who could have stopped him. So what did he do? He killed Cyrene. Why? It's tough to say, but if this was a targeted killing, then it's likely he simply needed her out of the way for when he began hunting the core flames because he may have viewed her as a threat, be it to play safe, or from prior Cyrenes in different cycles. Her death, in theory, would have allowed his mission to go more smoothly. I say in theory because in the end, this nigga wound up with a resounding score of 0 fucking core flames, but given he's just killed Mydei and Dan Heng is starting to feel the pressure, it could be the Flame Reaver is currently mere seconds away from entering the Vortex of Genesis, where all the core flames are guarded only by Phainon, who he most certainly would have beat one-on-one, but now Cyrene is back, potentially complicating the matter. With regards to March 7th and Cyrene, this one is especially interesting. As Lygus noted, what's happening right now with Cyrene's return is completely new for Amphoreus, a new page, he called it, upon seeing her at the Vortex, but what could have brought about this new change? Perhaps it was a new variable entering the paltry equations of the Scepter in the form of March 7th, who had her memories hijacked.
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
And is now on Amphoreus.
Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing memo keeper told me that the frozen Trailblazer girl might just also be trapped inside Amphoreus.
Now, while she's physically on the Express, metaphysically, she appears to be in the Eternal Land. Ignoring how that happened, because I can't fucking answer that. If March 7th's homeland is Amphoreus and her old memories are of this land, then maybe the reason Cyrene is here with us isn't because she's back from the dead, but because she's a collection of memories formulated from the memories of March 7th, which brings me to Cyrene and Mem. Mem and Cyrene appear to be one and the same, and Mem became linked to us after Orynyx got Fooly to gaze at us. The same Fooly who very well could have been the one to seal March 7th's memories.
Glow Swather? You mean Fooly the Remembrance? Are they the Eon connected to my past?
No, it's too early to draw such a conclusion. All I can say is that it was very likely an Eon that sealed away your memories.
And the same Orynyx who called out for Mother after seeing March 7th's camera.
wait. Oryx's reaction is a little strange. Titan, what are you muttering about? I can't make it out clearly. Mother.
Said we'd complete the world's memories. Said we'd already met this mother.
Is that you? Mother encountered you. She misses you. Follow me. Please follow me. I see you. She also misses you. We want to see everything about you.
And said men would find Mother with us. So, which were you most intrigued by? But now tell me, when Oryx said she misses you, referring to her mother, who could it be that misses us? Who have we recently separated from for the first time since we joined the Express? The answer is March 7th. Now, how could Oryx have possibly known how March feels? It's because, metaphysically, she's on amphoreus. Good day and good night.